There are two pieces in your prom booklet that we're having a look at today, the Bizet Habanera and Handel's Zadok the Priest. Both will, to some extent, be pretty familiar. We've not done a full-scale distant learning video for these because they're time-consuming and expensive to do. For these fairly easy and fairly familiar pieces, the John Fletcher site and YouTube should be enough for you to do some learning and have fun singing the pieces. So, firstly, the Habanera from Bizet's Carmen. For those who do not know the story or the context of the Habanera, suffice to say that Carmen is a beautiful, seductive and unscrupulous woman who is here singing in a mocking way about how she is only attracted to men who seem to have no interest in her. That is in fact the basis for the way the whole plot develops after that. A Habanera is a Cuban Spanish dance. I expect you'll enjoy your role as backing singers to our soloist Judy Brown. I've seen Judy do opera arias and I know she'll put on a great show. The music is in the prom booklet just after Zadok. You will see that the choir is labelled Cigarrier, Carmen's co-workers at the tobacco factory. You will not have to dress up. You will see I've marked in one breath in bar 24, otherwise all the breathing is printed on the score. The first two lines are marked leg, which is leggero, light. This needs to be PP so that Judy can be heard, but you are the tune and she is the backing vocalist at this point, so it needs to be clear, especially the words. Make sure all the end notes of phrases are only a quaver, bar 24, 28, 37, 41, 53 and 56. Sopranos, as you come down the chromatic scale in the first phrase and where it comes again, make sure every semitone is small. That bit will go flat if you let it. Da, 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 da. So keep every note slightly sharp. For most of the second page, you do not have to think too much about the balance with the soloist. On the top line, you're supposed to drown her out, and then in the second and third line, she's not singing at the same time as you. Bar 56 again should drown Judy out, but then be very careful on the pause chord at 59 and its repeat, because here Judy has the tune against your chord, so that probably needs to be PP rather than P. The last notes of each verse exactly the length written on the page, please. On the start page of this distance learning package, you will find a YouTube link to the Habanera with the words on the screen and a translation at the bottom. Please get used to the pronunciation, especially the various E sounds, letter E sounds. It's very important not to mix up the E and the Ö sounds. For instance, at the ends of words such as rebella and appella, you might want to say rebelle and appelle, but these endings must be an sound, rebella, appella. This is probably all that needs to be said about the Bizet. On the start page, just for fun, you will also find a YouTube link, or at least a video, to a rather different performance of Habanera. Thanks to Terry for spotting this one, which is great fun and very clever. And of course you can also use the John Fletcher site for detailed note bashing. Have a look at the videos of Habanera now. My talk about Zadok is on a separate second video.